Hey guys, I'm Shaft of the Clinic Casting crew. Welcome to Base Wars Qualifier number 7. My co-caster this evening, maybe for the first part of this, maybe he can last the whole time, we're not 100% sure. But either way, currently my co-caster tonight is this guy, Tyrannus. How are you, bro?
Great. How are you doing, Shaft?
Doing well, man, doing well. This is Base Wars Qualifier number 7. That means everything but the semifinals and the finals are best of ones. How does a best of one affect a high-level tournament like this, Tyrannus?
I'd expect to see a lot more cheese, because if you're sure you can't beat him, you don't gotta play more than one game, so.
Right, right. So you're expecting a lot of cheese, a lot of aggression. That's exactly what we've seen the previous 6 qualifiers. We'll see if that's true here as well. But looks like we're getting these players into the game, and in just a moment we'll be getting the go-go from everybody. But just tell us a little about yourself, Tyrannus. I think this is your first time officially on the stream, so let the viewers know who you are, where can they check you out, and what credentials do you have?
I'm a Master Zerg player on North American server. I don't really play on any other server very much, but I have 2 accounts in Masters right now. I'll try to cast other matchups as best I can, but for now, I'm mostly specialized in Zerg.
No, it's absolutely fine, man. I actually used to have that handicap as well, since I've learned a little bit more about the other matchups just in tournaments and stuff. But it's not too odd. Really, what I found is you look at kind of the strengths of each race and the weaknesses that come with those strengths, and just match them off. For instance, in this Protoss versus Terran are amazing at doing drops, where Protoss are really slow, so that becomes a huge issue in this matchup. But currently, Blink Stalker all-ins are the bane of Terran existence, so we'll see what ends up coming in this matchup.
Yeah, and with that recent Mothership Core nerf, actually, we've seen a lot less Blink Stalkers, but they are still extremely powerful. Like, there's a lot of different 2-base timings, 1-base timings, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yes, sir. Well, we do have the good luck, have fun from both players. We're just waiting for the host to start the match. Again, Protoss versus Terran, got 2 Zerg casters. It will be an interesting night, that's for damn sure. Big shout outs as well to Pandora's Mighty Soldiers, Drew Universe. He is our streamer, observer, division leader for that clan. An amazing guy and an amazing group of individuals as well. All right, there is the go-go. We will be queuing up the map intro. This is Polar Night Ladder Edition, one of my favorite maps in the pool right now. What are your thoughts on it, Tyrannus?
Polar Night, I'm not exactly sure how it works in PvT, but I really like it because there's a lot of open space around the bases for drops and different things like that. So I'm pretty sure that a matchup like PvT will be extremely drop heavy with medevacs and Orcos flying all over the map.
Aye. Well, this is loading up, and we will be queuing up that map instruction, guys, so I will see you on the flip side of that. Trying to time it out perfectly with this loading screen. Okay, no, trying to buy time. Failed. Absolutely failed. I'm gonna sit here awkwardly. Map intro! Hey guys, I'm Shaft of the Clinic Casting crew. Welcome to round 1 of Base Wars Qualifier number 7. This is a best of 1 tournament. My co-caster and streamer this evening are Tyrannus and Drew Universe, and here on the northern side of Polar Night in the green Brotoss trunks representing Chaos Latin Gamers, it's none other than Gool. And here on the southern side of that map, in the pink Terran trunks, opening up with a barracks into gas, It's Telivolts! Alright, Carson, so it looks like we're going to have a Reaper opening versus a Gateway opening. I know you said you don't know much about this matchup, but do you know anything about how these openers play out against each other?
This is actually my best matchup that's not Zerg oriented, so I might be a little bit better off, but we'll have to see whether he decides to open one Reaper or two Reaper. I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the most common opening right now is to open one Reaper into a reactor,
Mm-hmm.
or possibly two Reapers. The two Reapers give you a guaranteed scout, and you may even be able to snipe a probe.
Right.
But with one Reaper, it's really just for scouting. You're not looking to snipe any sort of probes, and perhaps even hold a watchtower.
Right.
But he's actually opening a Marine, so we may see a quick factory of some sort,
Or
or
possibly an early stem timing.
yeah, that's true. But it looks like the SCV's in position to build the factory, and there it goes. So perhaps fast Hellions, or some sort of early timing like Banshees, or I'm not entirely sure.
Well, this is Terran. They have a very versatile ability to basically open up any way they'd like. They have more units to choose from than any other race, and therefore just many more options. He could also be going for like a cloaked banshee play, Hellion drop. There's just so many different things Terran can really open with. Whereas Gool, he's basically locked into the same thing up until his Cybercore finishes, which it just did. And it's only now that he can really choose his tech and where he wants to go.
Yeah, Gould actually opened up double extractor with 3 probes on each extractor, which leads me to believe he's going to be teching really quickly. Now, whether that's into Stargate or Blink, we'll have to find out. But opening with the Stalker first leads me to believe it'll probably be Blink timing. But his Twilight Council still has yet to go down.
Indeed. Well, I do want to give a big shout out to the 18 people watching. That's a lot of viewers for this very first round. So big shout outs to them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please leave us comments in the chat section. We are definitely paying attention, especially in between games. We have an overlay with all your comments and stuff in chat. So please use and abuse it appropriately. And again, we will be responding to comments and chat. Now, we do have a little bit of a rush here. Gould sending out a single Stalker to apply pressure to his bunker. He's probably just going to, lose the shields and then retreat. Those shields will regenerate and regenerate quickly, whereas Gould is going to have to spend resources, that SCV not mining to repair that bunker.
Yeah, and it also looks like Telivolts is going to be opening with the old Marine drop, or the Widowmine drop. I don't think it'll be a 4 Marine 2 Widowmine drop like was common a few seasons ago. But it's definitely
Take a look. There is a proxy pylon here on the left-hand side of the map. It is so well hidden, I almost missed it.
And there's also a Dark Shrine going down, so this could really catch Telivolts off guard if he doesn't scout it.
Exactly, and you were talking about that Widowmine drop and how effective it may or may not be. Looks like it is moving across the map. You think it's going to actually do damage?
It should get a little bit of damage in, but as we see, Ghoul's Robo is actually already finished, so he can just chrono out an Observer and should be able to clean it up after the first attempt.
Right. You know what I find really interesting here is that Telivolts has built this bunker. He has had that up for quite some time, but only just now is starting the command center. It's almost like he's trying to fake out his opponent so his opponent doesn't expect the aggression as it's landing in his mineral line right now.
Yeah, that was a really nice bunker placement because if you're Gould, all that you see is that bunker there, and you can't get anything past it. So he didn't see any sort of CC going down, but that's the most he can assume.
Well, Telivolts now has seen the Dark Shrine. This drop did reveal it. He's also lost some mining time here at the main of Gould, yet Gould didn't lose anything to those Widow mines. He just picked up, left, and is mining at his other base now. So Telivolts put a lot into that attack. Was it worth it?
I wasn't initially, but now these probes have been not mining for some 30 seconds, and this is a lot of probes. It's about 18 or more.
Right.
So he finally was able to clean up those minerals or those Widow mines after bringing the Observer all the way back, and he's just now putting his probes back on. the
This
minerals.
Warp
So
Prism actually getting chased out of Telivolts Natural, and the Dark Templar is there taking care of a lot of these Marines, and there's not enough energy for scans. However, these missile turrets are completing, and the Warp Prism dies. There is one Dark Templar, one Zealot remaining in this base, though. Yet that missile turret is doing a great job revealing the Dark Templar. The Widow Mine's going to try and come down here and get in position. Oh, wow, the Dark Templar doing a great amount of damage to these Marines. Missile turret just not enough. Ooh, good burrow there, but he did not micro it to take out SCVs. The Dark Templar continuing to harass this SCV line. This is a lot of SCVs not mining, yet he's going to get us around here on the Dark Templar and ultimately kill it.
yeah, that was really nice. Harassed by Gool. It actually did a lot more damage, I believe, than the Widowmine drop, because not only did he also force miss mining time, but he also killed more workers. So
Yeah, 7 workers killed by Gool to 5 killed by Telivolts.
not only that, but he's also 15 workers ahead at this point with a fully saturated natural, while Televolts is natural isn't even landed in the proper position yet.
Indeed. Oh, wow, that's a really weird position for it. What? Why is this command center so far forward?
I think he just moved it over there because he wanted to get it away from the Dark Templar, but I'm not sure why he's making the orbital command there instead of floating it over first.
Well, he'll have more energy.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, nice drop here in the natural. It's forcing a lot more lost mining time. No extra workers killed, though, and there's a 19-worker lead right now for Goal. Dude, these Chaos Latin Gamers players have been dominating this tournament. Think about it. KLG Jim Rising, KLG Maker, KLG Gool, KLG, what was his, who was the other KLG player? I can't remember.
I have
There's
no
one
idea.
more. There's one more that is on the tip of my tongue right now. But either way, KLG has been dominating this tournament.
Yeah, they definitely have a very strong squad right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
from what I've seen on ladder and elsewhere.
Another, a 2 medevac drop actually moving into position here in the main. And it looks like he's going to drop right on top of this Dark Shrine. Boom, going to barrow some Widow Mines. Nice warp in. It looks like Protoss is responding to this. Dark Templar coming in as well. And that is going to make short work of this drop. Some great defense by Gold.
Yeah, that did almost nothing, and that's really what Televolts needs to get back in the game, is to keep dropping like this and attempting to do damage. He'll find a hole eventually if he just keeps trying.
Well, there is a Templar archive completing, so it looks like we're going to have a pretty quick tech switch into High Templar. He's entirely skipping Colossi. Do you think this is a little bit too greedy by Goal?
With the position he's in, he can do almost anything with because he's in such a great position. There's no upgrades for the Terran. The Terran's just now getting his production up and running the way he wants it to be. So he'll be safe for the next couple minutes at least, giving him time to get that storm up.
Nice. The Warp Prism trying to evade Televolt's main army here and doing a good job of that. It's going to force these Stalkers, though. Oh, the Stalker's getting caught on a move command. That was a little bit sloppy by Gool. He's forced to use a blink. Now getting a nice concave, but his opponent's got a better concave and he uses stem. Did he get... Oh my god, that Stalker barely managed to escape death. That was an amazing play. Finally getting picked off. 4 Stalkers remain. Nice little squad of Marines here. Gool has very little defense. High Templar in position, though. The storm is not finished. So these High Templar, oh my god, they have become a liability.
Yeah, I actually had no idea that he didn't have Photon Overcharge because he used it on that drop in the main. So he's got actually nothing to clean up these Marines and Medevacs besides Blink Stalkers and Gateway units.
Dude, he was playing such a tight game, but he should have gone for the Colossi.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's played a little bit greedy. He thought he was a little bit too far ahead, and he got punished for it by a nice push-out timing.
Yeah, I don't know if this is game breaking. Can he recover from this? Because he's effed.
Yeah, he is definitely really far behind. Down in workers, doesn't have a base. I don't think Telivolts, he's just getting down his 3rd CC now. So perhaps with some really nice storms, he could come back in the game, but it would take a lot of mistakes from Telivolts.
Yeah, a probe getting sacrificed to the Widowmine gods. Stalker gonna keep firing down, shooting laser beams from his eyes. But yeah, Gool had a nice sized advantage. Got a little bit sloppy, but his sloppiness was trying to get too good of a tech. He didn't die. So this tech is better than Colossi, for certain. It's still possible for him to win this, is what I'm saying here, because he does have the tech. He's just got to recover his economic advantage and switch into army production.
Yeah, he just needs a couple really good engagements, and
Mm-hmm.
he'll be right back in this game.
Aye. And this could be one of them. Archon moving up forward. Oh my god, the Storm's there, taking out both medevacs. He has taken out most of the Marine Marauder forces here, but some reinforcements coming in. It will be on the back of these reinforcements. But Gool, great storms there. I love the like burning green goo on the ground. Just his color makes the storms look so cool.
Yeah, those are really nice storms. Those are the kind of engagements he needs if he wants to get back in this game. Not very good splitting there from Telivolts. He did what he could, but he ate a couple really bad storms.
Yeah, the best way to use Storm for you Burrotosses that are up and coming, really the best way to use it is to charge your opponent with your main forces, so it's going to force the Terran to kite. Terrans always kite everything. You want to drop the Storm not on where their Marines are, but where their Marines are going. You force them to kite down one path and drop the Storms on that path.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely the best way to use it if you want to get as much coverage as possible.
Mm-hmm. Well, no third base actually taken for either player going into the 18-minute mark, Carson. What do you think of this?
Goul's third base is done. He definitely has an opportunity to float it over right now,
Mm-hmm.
but he just continues. Oh,
Or,
there it goes right now.
you mean Telivolts?
Yeah, Telivolts, my bad.
Gotcha. Just want to make sure I wasn't hallucinating or something. Is there a Phoenix or a Sentry hallucinating a command center? What? All right. So third command center does land, as you mentioned. We've got +1 mech attack on the way, cloak as well. Some cannons going down for Goal. He wants to make sure he does not get a terrible engagement like he did before. And oh my god, taking a look at all the stuff in Telivolts' base, he's got a very strong infrastructure. He's just got to stay alive on both the macro and the splits, and this guy's still in a very good position.
Yeah, he's actually got a drop going into the Protoss main right now with while the Protoss is moving out. So this has the potential to do some damage. And he's yet to move down that third CC, so he'll have a really nice defensive position at his natural as well.
Right, these Dark Templar making some pretty short work of the Widow Mines, but he lost a lot of gas in those Dark Templar as well. He's trying to attack Telivolts at the same time. Nice charge lots going in, good storms as well. Charge lots going to be forced to retreat back into it, but they're only losing shield damage, and there's not a lot of Marine Marauder stuff here. For Telivolts, Goul could actually hit this timing and probably mess this natural up.
Yeah, there are 3 bunkers here though, and he's got pretty nice pre-splits, along with that 1 Widow Mine. So it'd be pretty risky to charge in here, but looks like he's gonna go for it anyway.
Nice. Good storms going off here. Those medevacs taking a lot of the storms. Archons being morphed in. However, Goul is having a hard time holding the territory by these Archons. They are slowly completing. All right, 3 Archons completing, but he just doesn't have that many resources. He's allowed Telivolts to restock his army supply, and that defender's advantage, making all the difference.
Yeah, he actually had some really nice EMPs there to take out a couple of Archons that were not low HP, but he got them because of the nice EMPs.
Well, all Archons are low HP. If you get an EMP off on them, it's dead.
I meant shield, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's cool. Just clarifying for the viewers. Now we do have Ghosts in production. Telivolts. He's managed to hang on. He smelt blood that one time and went for it. Great decision making. But his opponent has been slowly eking his way back into this game. Ghosts, the ultimate shutdown unit.
Yeah, the Ghosts now are direct counter to these High Templar, and I think he's looking to end this game pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
With having held that attack very nicely, getting his third base up and running, excellent production, great tech. He's just in a great position overall.
Yeah, I like how Telivolts is just content to contain his opponent. He's basically going to make sure, oh, Protoss doesn't have a third base. I have a third base. Why attack into him? I have a third base. So that's really where Telivolts' mind is right now. We'll see if he chooses to engage once these ghosts show up, but really there's no reason to force it.
Yeah, you're right. He's making the correct decision, just sitting outside the base, picking off what he can while not losing anything in his own.
Dude, he could have killed that mothership core, but Unfortunately, it got away.
Yeah, that was really close. It doesn't have much energy on it, but it definitely has more energy than it would have if he had to remake it. So
Yeah.
that would have been a big win.
Killing a mothership core is always a big win. Those things are so annoying. All right, so the charge lot's coming in to deal with some of these marauders. Marauders being left behind to allow the rest of the army to get away. Great decision making there by Telivolts in his retreat. Little macabre, but very, very, very brilliant. Anyways, the charge lot stalker Archon force moving in here to the third. Will he choose to engage? Again, it's all going to come down to positioning here, Carson.
Yeah, the really nice EMPs going off right before the battle, making those High Templar have 0 energy. Pretty decent storm on top of some ghosts, but he's with only 1 storm left. I don't know how well he can do in this fight.
Yeah, this is actually some really good macro by Telivolts. Gool, he got so far behind when he lost his natural. His opponent has managed to capitalize on everything. And in fact, if you look at the army supply count, there's a 65 army supply advantage to Telivolts. This next attack will kill Gool.
Yeah, he's got the supplies tell the whole story in this situation, and there's the GG knowing he cannot stand up to that Terran force.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we did have our amazing Chaos Latin Gamer player, who I was actually convinced was going to win. He does get eliminated. There is no losers bracket. Good night, Goal.
Yeah, it was really well played by the Terran player there, recognizing that he had an opportunity, that the Protoss player was being much too greedy with his tech and making the right decisions.
Exactly. Well, we will be moving into our next game. Let's check the bracket and see who's up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the. Oh, actually, we're getting invited into the game. Just join off of me. I'm gonna pull up the bracket and link you guys to it, just so you know for future reference.
I cannot actually join off of you because we're not Real ID friends.
Okay, well, you can add me on Real ID.
Okay. You want to just give it to me?
I'm suggesting you the game, but I'm gonna have to give you my Real ID as well. There you go.
Okay.
Hit Amintar Shave on this link.
It's not actually. Okay, I sent the request out.
Okay. And I accept your request because you're recorded.
There you go, I joined off of you now.
Alright, good. Because they were about to start. I'm going to join a couple of random channels and get some more new viewers. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Shaft, the Lieutenant Casting Crew. Our streamer observer tonight is PMS's Drew Universe. And my lovely co-caster, this guy, is Carson Tyrannus Wood. Find some public groups to go give the stream URL to. So, Carson, what were your thoughts on that last game? What could Gool have done better to stay in it?
I think you were right from the start. He was extremely risky with that photon overcharge to take out that one drop, and B, with teching too quickly as well. I feel like if he would have just gotten out even a single immortal or teched the Colossi first, he could have held his natural and been in a really good position, but his greediness got the better of him.
Absolutely. And guys, I forgot to rename the broadcast. Hold on.
Good, we have a Zerg player this game. I'm pretty sure I've actually played PKTL, so not 100%.
Cool deal. That's fine. Okay, so big shout out to the 45 viewers we've got. Please, talk to us in chat. We are listening to your feedback. We love to interact with you. So, talk to us. We'll talk back to you. Very interactive process. So, anyways, map intros.